Hi, Mark here from the Tangibound Podcast Network and host of the flagship show, the Tangibound Podcast. Did you know that we over at Tangibound are always looking for amazing podcasts to promote? And did you also know that we are also proud nerds and geeks of everything from movies, music, gaming, TV shows, and comic books to wrestling, MMA, soccer, and football? Whatever you can nerd or geek out about, we've got it. And if you're interested, we can help you find it. And if you're a show looking for a place to call home, we've got you covered. Side effects may include upset stomach, dizziness, tumors, shakes, and in some rare cases, death from excessive laughter. Though to be fair, it's only sometimes. Other side effects may include diarrhea, gallstones, heart palpitations, and strong desire for cookies on the dark side. Talk to your doctor and visit TangiboundNetwork.com and see if Tangibound Network is right for you.
Hello, and welcome to the Moving the Needle podcast, where we ask, what moves you? Excellent or bogus? Did anyone do the right thing? Do you mess with the Zohan? With me tonight to discuss Do the Right Thing, Rocky versus Creed, childhood, guilty pleasures, a test of time, you don't mess with the Zohan, once upon a time in Hollywood. With me tonight is Stephanie.
Hello.
Roy. Hello. And Henno. Yo, we want to thank you for listening on iTunes. We're also available on Spotify, just about everywhere you can find podcasts. We are, so come on now,
Google
let
Play.
us know. Email us at mtnpodcast@gmail.com or on facebook.com/mtnpod. Twitter and tweet us at mtnpod. There's so many ways to find us.
Welcome to the podcast from Temperance Town, the sexiest podcast of world renowned. Tony grows a beard to hide his chin, swaps it with Earl so it glistens. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Download the pod, you won't get enough of these dapper chaps talking deadly fluff. In Hobo Gulch they run a homeless mission, clanging and banging with the pentagram of kittens. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. They enjoy their whiskey and local craft beer. By Odin's unkempt pubis we give a cheer. Tony's a raccoon when he's booziest. Don't be a savage, be an enthusiast. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. On the frozen tundra they call it a lock. Tony likes to masturbate in a sock. Brian pisses rocks cause it feels so great. I still don't know who the fuck is Tate. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. The boys will let you know when there's a spurner. Due to male pattern baldness, they don't wear curlers. Stay salty, people, that's their closing line. And don't forget, have a beer, you'll be fine. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty language.
Hey enthusiasts, what's happening? This is Salty Language episode 501. I almost thought about doing like we joked about a long time ago, to where it'd be like season 2, episode 1.
I mean, it would be kind of hilarious, let's be honest.
After 500 episodes at season 1.
After 500 episodes. It feels pretty weird still, though. I'll be honest.
Yeah, it does.
You know?
Yep. I know, looking at the numbers and stuff, it's pretty crazy to see that many.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But guess what? Hi, Brian. How's it going?
Well, hello, Tony. How are you?
Oh, pretty fucking peachy.
All right. Well, that works.
Right?
Yeah.
Trying to pull up comments and shit.
Oh, jeez. It's all that work.
Oh, I know. It's it's what you gonna do, brother.
Yeah, that's true. Not much else you can do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, I'll tell you what. I don't know what I don't know if it's games I'm playing on my phone or if it's something with my PlayStation or what it is. But I went over on my data for the month.
Yeah.
And I didn't know, like, you didn't used to be able to do this. They've changed it down to where you can go in and look at your, like, day-by-day data usage on Buckeye.
I was unaware of that.
Yeah, so I was doing that, and, like, one of the days it showed, God, it was like, I don't know, it was like 27 or 28, like, gigs of stuff. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
Holy shit.
Yeah, and I'm
was
like,
that Porno Sunday?
it must have been. Because I was thinking about it, and I'm like, I don't remember downloading anything on, like no game downloads or anything like that. I don't remember, and it was like, well, I was streaming stuff, but that shouldn't use that much data.
That's pretty wild, man.
Yeah, so what I'm thinking I might
do... And that was just strictly through your phone?
No, that was the overall data usage for the day. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is turn my turn the Wi-Fi on my phone off and just, do what I normally, like, play the games and stuff I normally play and see how much data it takes off my phone, basically. Because then, I can look at that. Because really, that might be a good way for me to help manage my data cap is to, watch some stuff and do stuff on my phone. Since most of the time I have a lot of data left on my phone. So,
I think you just got to punch the internet demons in the face.
Yeah.
And tell them you need more internets.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Maybe that's how it works. I'm really not sure.
Well, it's really annoying because, we're at a point now to where, your computer's got updates, any apps you use have updates. Then it's like, oh, my phone has apps that have updates, and there's software updates for your phones. Then it's like, oh, any game system you use has the same things. It's like, God, and the fucking apps for, like, on the PlayStation seem to update, like, every other day.
Yeah.
So
how soon do you think it would take before we're bashing each other in the face with rocks and cinder blocks and shit after the internet goes down? Like, for, like, say, just worldwide internet just ceases to exist.
Yeah, I figure we got about
how quickly do we turn to monkey?
Well, given that, nobody's going to have, like, porn around anymore because it's all on phones and stuff. So once the batteries die on phones and the internet's completely gone, I figured that exact moment is when it happens.
Well, I'm saying we still have electricity. Everything's the same.
Yeah.
Just the internet ceases to exist.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like,
if we,
once it dies on our
like
phones, we're done.
Batteries or...
Man. Yeah.
I think the internet must be afoot.
It is.
The internet's fucking us right now. We don't even know it.
This has been really bad tonight, too. So fucking annoying.
Hopefully this Zoom technology will save the day if it's really bad.
I don't think it's going to. I think it's working against us, actually.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't. I give it like a week. If the internet vanishes, we return to monkey.
Yeah, I think so too. Like I said, there's just, people are going to need porn. They have to figure something out. And if there's no porn,
there's only so long your camera roll can get you by.
Yeah, that's one. Exactly. So, the tip here is to save as much as you can.
It's going to be like when COVID hit and everyone was getting exactly. When COVID hit and everyone's like raiding the stores for disinfectant toilet paper, it's going to be like that at the adult bookstore. Just kicking in the glass doors and, getting every copy of Dukes of Anal that you can. And
why do you need more than one copy?
Just in case you wear one out.
Oh, okay. All right.
Plus, the future barter system.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. You're right. Yeah, all you can carry, on your way out. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's going to be like Thunderdome, but it's going to be called like Wanker Dome or something.
That is a terrifying idea.
Yeah. Especially if the two men enter, one man leaves.
Yeah. Yikes.
Welcome to Wanker Dome.
If if you leave, you just have to stay there and just take ropes, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yikes.
You just become part of the scenery.
Ugh, that'd be terrible.
That would be terrible.
Oh, man.
Terrible, even.
Yeah. It's frustrating too because like I looked at the number, you know, because it's one of those too where it's like I've been trying to be really good about like I didn't even watch. I usually watch AEW and WWE's 2 NXT shows. I skipped both. I skipped all 3 of those shows this week to try to make sure I came in under the line because I figured, you know, it was going to be close. I could always watch them just a couple days late. So I haven't even watched them yet. And I was still like, I don't know, 4 gigs over. And I'm like, damn it. You know, because it's not like it's free. You know, it's like $15 for going over. So it's like, you know, it's just annoying that every time.
I'm really kind of surprised they don't have anything set up that's like once you hit your limit, it just shuts her down.
Yeah, no, what they do is they add another like 50 gigs for $15.
Like,
So,
hey, bro, you need some more internet?
Yeah, they'll just
Come
let
over
you.
here. I got you some more internet.
I mean, they warn you, you know, like if you go to pull a web page up, it's like, hey, you only have like 10% of your data left, you know. But the problem is, like I was saying, it's like unless you just shut everything off at that point, you're fucked because everything takes data.
Yes.
You know, every game you play on your phone, every social media app you use, it all uses data. You know, if you watch any videos, fleets, reels, any of that shit, TikTok videos, it's all just sucking on that data. You know?
I'm sitting there thinking, in the room I'm in right now, I got the computer, I got my phone, I got an Alexa.
Yeah.
I mean, right there. I guess I got my watch, which is tied to my phone, which uses data.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean.
Yeah, if it's on the Wi-Fi, it is.
Yeah, if it's on the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Which my Wi-Fi web is insane in this house because we have so many stupid Alexas and fucking shit everywhere.
I bet.
You know, trying to be the house of the future.
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, that's my thing. Is like I've got my phone, my laptop. I have, I mean, technically 3 iPads.
What do you got, a Bitcoin farm? What the fuck's going on over
basically,
here?
yeah. No, you know, my PlayStation, my Xbox, even though I don't play the Xbox a whole lot, but it's still hooked up, you know?
Right.
My Apple TV's disconnected from power right now, so that won't update. There's another computer in the house. You know, it's like, that's why it's like I've had people come over, you know, and be like, hey, what's your Wi-Fi password? And I'm like, none ya, because, you know.
It's fuck you, that's what it is.
Like, I don't need you sitting here watching videos on my data. No, I mean.
The Wi-Fi password is go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Like,
go fuck yourself.
The Wi-Fi password is hopefully one of the neighbors has an open Wi-Fi.
Yeah, drive around, sucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'll tell you what. I don't know are you still a Verizon boy?
Yeah.
Yeah, Verizon boys for life.
Yeah.
Your neighborhood for Verizon, anything, is the worst.
What do you mean?
Dude, when I'm like, all right, it's Brian, are we going to get some beers? And I show up and I text you.
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of hanging out, waiting for you to come out.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, let me peruse like Instagram. The data there for like the cell phone data is, at least where I park my car, is atrocious.
Really? Okay. I never have any issues with it, so.
Maybe because I'm an outsider.
Yeah, maybe.
Like every time, it's been like that for years. I'm like, why can't they put a fucking tower around here?
See, that was part of the reason I kept Verizon, was I've never had an issue up here with Verizon.
It's just my dumb ass.
No. Like
I'm gonna
Sprint,
celebrate with this chill.
When I had Sprint and would come up here, it was a nightmare. Like when I worked at the video store.
It's Sprint, bro.
Yeah, but no, I mean, for years and stuff, like this was a dead zone for everyone except Verizon. Like if you looked at the usage or at the maps, Verizon was the only one that seemed to have this area covered. Everybody else just seemed to ignore the area. So it's funny to me that you have issues with them.
For me, it's the fucking worst.
That's funny. Yeah. Very strange.
The worst.
All right.
So I just, it's that lucky lottery that I get.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
Man, apparently Untapped is closing in on its billionth
Yeah,
check-in.
I saw that.
And they're doing some sort of like wacky contest. I'm not even 100% sure what you can win.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's kind of dope that a billion people, almost a billion beers have been checked in. That's a lot of beers.
That's a lot of beers, yeah.
It's a lot of beers.
Yeah. Like half are yours.
I mean, you're not wrong. Yeah, I wonder if there's any more intel I can get on this. Let's see here.
Probably somewhere, I would think.
Untapped.
I've heard people post things on the internet
Can't
sometimes.
You think so?
Yeah, I hear tell. Yeah. This is wacky though, considering, what that app was and, originally it's just, oh yeah, you can check your beers in, and so you can keep track of what you've tried or whatever. And then they're like, oh, we also have these badges you can earn. You're like, badges? Well, clearly I have to have all of those.
Yeah, gotta check them all. It's like fucking Pokemon.
Yeah, exactly. So, jeez.
Wow, you would think there'd be something about this, but I'm having a hard time finding anything.
All right. Well, that's fun.
Here we go. Just because I'm looking at the wrong thing, because I am a silly goose.
Oh, no, that'll do it.
Okay. So the beer drop. Oh, it's the billionth check-in photo counts as a free beer for a year. What's there's got to be a catch. How much beer are we talking here?
Yeah, there's so much per week kind of a thing or whatever.
So the contest runs for 1 more week. You just take a picture, you post it on Instagram, use one of the contest hashtags, which is you think they would tell you, here it is, 1 billion beers, beer my city, and they'll announce the winners.
All right.
I would love to know what the what they mean by a year full of beer.
Yeah. Probably like a 6-pack a week.
Yeah, so it's going to be something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is. Click here for complete info on prizes. Yes, please.
You get 1 tall boy a month.
Yeah, right. Some bullshit like that. I'm just looking for the grand prize winner. Prizes, runner-ups. Who gives a shit about runners-up? Oh, actually, that's kind of dope, actually. The grand prize winner beer drop portion of the campaign will be, okay, yep. Any European winner? Who cares about the Europeans? No one. I love you guys.
Wow. That's pretty harsh.
Yeah, I just want to know the prizes, god damn it.
Yeah, well, I guess you can probably just people can just go to.
Okay, so you get 4 VIP passes to the next Beer Advocate Beer Festival. Who knows when that'll happen? Thanks, COVID.
Yeah.
Untapped swag pack, and you get beer drop, which sounds kind of like Bark Box for alcoholics.
Oh, okay.
No.
So you get beer drop for a year, probably.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah. I guess.
Here's me posting pictures of beer, not using the proper hashtags like an idiot.
Yeah. Yeah. Way to go, jerk.
What the hell was I thinking, bro? The hell was I thinking?
Well, it wouldn't matter because you wouldn't have won anyway because it's probably whoever hits the billionth check-in, right? That'd be my guess.
And, well, it could be a runner-up thing.
True.
Except this little contest called Life. Not really.
No, you're not on the scoreboard in that one. Sorry.
Oh, shit. So how the hell are you there, mate? Now that we've actually connected and we're talking.
Yeah.
The internet isn't completely fucking.
It's still being shit, but yeah.
Dude, it's shaky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so damn frustrating every fucking week. And there's nothing we can do about it because A, COVID, and B, shitty internet, and neither of us is rich. So, we can't upgrade to like fiber optic or something.
No. Well, but, we've got some irons in the fire here trying to get Salty Language back up to its glory days.
Right.
In theory.
Right. Yep.
I mean, who knows? Maybe the podcast can provide you with better internet in the future.
Or we can buy a podcast studio finally.
I mean, that'd be cool. Wouldn't it?
So such a waste of money, but it would be very cool.
If we could have got on the ground floor of downtown Toledo before the real estate.
Yeah, right. Yeah, now impossible, but
Well, good luck now. Exactly. I got a podcast studio. It's a mattress under the fucking Martin Luther King Bridge.
yeah, I'm only paying $12,000 or $1,200 a month for it.
Exactly. It's crazy how cheap it is. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
great.
I mean,
location.
it's out of the rain, guys.
Yeah, great location.
Right by the river.
Scenic
waterfront.
views. Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
it only smells like dead fish in the morning.
I was just gonna say something like that. Yeah. Oh man.
And the crackheads down here, let me tell you what. They're a little intimidating, but God, they have soft hands.
Yeah, and they make for great
you
guests.
Never know. You don't know what they do for handies around here.
Right. I mean, that's true. You wouldn't.
Right.
Who knows?
Mhm.
It's like we were watching some shitty old movie the other night, and this guy, they bring him
I
in.
guess.
What?
I'm going to guess the movie. They bring
Oh,
in.
you're not going to get the movie, probably.
Come on. I've
You're
seen a
not-
lot of shitty movies, Brian.
I don't think you're going to get this.
Top Gun.
Because I'm not going to give you really anything that's relevant to the movie.
Nothing relevant to the
yeah.
movie.
So-
Multiplicity.
Damn it, you got it. No. No, so the cops bring this guy in, and they're calling him a junkie, right? Because he's acting like a junkie and all this other stuff. But when they're going through his pockets, they find, like, a watch, like a pocket watch for, and on the back of it, it says that it belongs to some judge, right? And I'm standing there, and I'm like, well, he's a pretty shitty junkie. I'm like, what kind of junkie has a nice watch on him?
Yeah, who hangs on to a good watch?
Right, that's what I'm getting at. It's like, why wouldn't you hawk that for drug money?
Yeah, you can put that up his nose or his.
Yeah,
What are we doing here?
yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, this is pretty terrible. So, yeah. Well, what the hell was the movie? Oh, it was oh man, damn it, I can't think of the name of it. It's a old movie that then they did the House of Wax was based on it. Like House of Wax movie was based on this. And then they did that remake a few years ago called House of Wax that's basically nothing like the Vincent Price 3D House of Wax.
So this is an old movie.
Yeah, it's a pretty old movie.
Like
Yeah.
you talking like black and white?
No, I don't think it was. Was it black and white? No, it wasn't black and
yellow,
white.
black and yellow.
No, it was on. Have you ever seen or heard of a show? It's called Svengoolie.
I mean, dude, a little Svengoolie of some Alfredo
No,
sauce.
no. This is a no. This is one of the. It's a dude who they play shitty horror movies and he makes jokes about them and whatnot. He's one of those kind of.
Oh, so
TV
it's kind of
hosts.
like Elvira.
Yeah,
with less
yeah,
titties.
yeah. Yeah, probably.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's a big dude, but not. I just figure she still got bigger titties.
Yeah, I don't want to see old fat guy furry titties.
Well, he's clothed. He's not whipping them out all night. He's not
I'm just
he's.
saying, if I have a shitty horror movie TV show that I'm going to watch, I'd rather watch Elvira.
Yeah, that's fair.
2 reasons.
Right.
She's funny.
And big hair. Right.
And big hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's what it was on, though. That was the movie this week, was some House of Wax kind of movie. I didn't watch all of it, so I don't even know what the hell goes on, but I'm assuming they basically took bodies, dipped them in wax, and pretended like they were wax sculptures instead. So
I mean, they could have just ripped the hair off. I mean,
yeah.
How great would that be? We could open up our own little esthetician place and call it the House of Wax.
Right?
Yeah.
You just have wax.
And that's just all we do. We just dip their whole body in.
Yeah. Yikes.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we had a House of Wax up the road from us.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that might be why their kids got taken away. Hey.
Hey-o. Ooh, wait a minute. Wait.
WACKS.
Yeah.
Guys.
Nope.
Yeah, I need a little rim shot sound effect for the soundboard.
Right, a nice rim job sound
or maybe
effect.
like a Fozzie Waka Waka.
Right, yeah.
For just an awful shit joke like that.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
I like the Waka Waka. That's the one I use the most. Is like when I'll say a bad joke every once in a while, I'll Waka Waka. And
I will
nothing.
make a sound effect idea note here.
Yeah.
And Waka Waka. It turned it
Flame.
It auto-corrected to wake.
Oh. Figured it would change it to Waka Waka Flame or something.
I mean, why not, right?
Yeah. So, yeah, so,
Waka.
yeah, we watched that for a little while, and then I was like, yeah, I've had enough of this, and went off. Cause,
I mean, old shit movies are kind of fun to watch, though.
yeah. Well, I told you before, I've told you this before, like, I have an issue with older movies, though, because the cadence bothers me.
I'm probably going to say older people.
No, when the way a lot of the people in the movies, they talk, either they talk really fast, or to fit it into the time frame, they're playing it like 1.25 or something. Because that's kind of what it reminds me of almost. Is, like you listen to podcasts sometimes in 1.25 or whatever.
I had to stop doing that. It was giving me like weird anxieties.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm like, I can't do this.
Right. I can only do it with certain ones.
No, I need normal speech.
Yeah. There's certain ones I can't do, but there's plenty that I can, so I still do. But that's kind of the way this was. But it reminds you of just like that old-timey private detective speak, Yeah. It's like, what's on that sandwich? Tomatoes, onions, and pickles. Oh, wow. It's
He's a
just
junkie, see?
Yeah, and it's just
pockets, see?
It's just bang, 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 bang. It's like, whoa, slow the fuck down. So, yeah.
Because everyone was on speed back then.
I guess.
It was that Nazi meth.
Yeah, probably. I tell you what. But,
I'll tell you who.
Yeah.
I'll tell you
But
who.
anyway, so this week's been, it's been a bummer. My aunt passed away on, was it Friday night? We found out on Saturday. So, my mom's been, tore up over that and whatever and stuff. So, that's obviously the suck, but it's, her last sibling. So, really a kick in the pants and such for her,
Yeah, I I only have one sibling, but.
Right.
Yeah, I can't imagine it.
I can't either. Yeah, exactly. It's just
a big old ball of stuff.
Yeah, exactly, right? So that kind of derailed a little bit this weekend. And but what are you going to do? Like we say on the Crazy Life, life's you. And all you can do is...
Yeah, life's real hard sometimes.
Yeah, you just take a knee till the ref gets to about 7, and then you get back on your feet, and...
Uppercut the ref.
Yeah. No. You don't want to take a 10 count.
Oh, well, he can't count anymore if you uppercut him. I'm just saying.
That's true, but if you knock the other guy out at that point, he also can't call the fight. So.
Maybe you convince the other guy to beat on the ref with you.
Yeah. I tell you what, we'll split the purse. Let's just both get the ref. It'll be like Mutant League Hockey with the kill the ref call.
Yeah, kill the ref. Exactly. Good old-fashioned kill the ref.
Yep.
I need a Mutant League Hockey shirt. Like a team shirt? How cool would that be?
That would be pretty cool, yeah. I don't know if anybody's made anything
It probably
like
exists somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, you could make one, if not, but yeah.
I can't.
Sure you can.
I'm skillless, Brian.
Dude, whatever. You know how to crop and post something. That's basically all you have to do to get a shirt on a website. So
yeah, you're not wrong.
There's,
Put it on, fucking stealthisimage.com or whatever. Fucking suddenly I'm roll. Oh, speaking of that, Brian.
What, stealingthisimage.com?
No.
Oh, all right.
Damn. I just because we're recording, and this is what Salty Language does. Hey, I need the link to the buy our shirt site.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? I know you have the link somewhere.
Yeah.
I had the link. It died of our old website, and I realized when I put out on our new site, which saltylanguage.com works now. By
Yay!
the way. I have a support the show thing of just coming soon, and I never added it to it.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
So
it's in the show notes. It's in the show notes every week.
Oh, okay. Well, then I got it.
So, yeah.
All right. Well, that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, ignore all this talk.
Right.
Salty language sucks.
There's our new shirt.
I mean, that's a pretty good one.
Like, rate us on Apple, 1 star. Salty language sucks.
Salty language.
No. Please don't give us 1 star.
Yeah.
That's
5-star ball wash.
5 stars. Yeah. Just, you can say salty language sucks, but please give us 5 stars.
That's actually pretty good too.
Yeah.
You know what doesn't suck? And I don't know if you've indulged in this amazing treat.
What's that?
Let me just rewind like 2 weeks.
Okay.
A guy I work with was like, "Have you?" I'm leaving it vague for a reason.
Okay.
Have you had this deliciousness, Tony? And I'm like, "No, I haven't, Timothy. What is this deliciousness?" And he's like, "I'm gonna bring you something around." And he brought me like a little Ziploc baggie, like he was a dealer and I'm a junkie.
Right.
And within this little baggie was Dots pretzels.
Dots pretzels?
Yes.
Oh, are you talking like the name of the company is Dots? You're not talking like the candy Dots.
No, yeah, the name of the company is Dots.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Have you indulged?
No, but I keep seeing them and I keep thinking about it.
Bro, they are so fucking good.
As I keep looking at the seasoned ones.
Whatever they're seasoned with, I think they just like
Crack.
They shoot angels out of the sky and grind them up.
Yeah.
Throw them under pretzels.
Wow, that's an aggressive move.
It's worth
that
it.
explains
So
why they're
good.
like $5 a bag.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like yesterday, until this wintry bullshit blew in, it was a decent day.
Yeah.
And Michelle's like, "Hey, you want to go down to the park downtown?" I'm like, "Yeah, we can do that."
You do
I
a
think she's
flawless
gonna get
Michelle
that.
impression, by the way. She sounds exactly like
I
that.
know, it's like she was here.
Yeah.
But so yeah, we went to the park and the winds were blowing in and it sucked and it was cold. I was like,
Yeah.
"You know what? We're downtown." I'm like, "You want to go get some charcuterie at Toledo Spirits?" Because she hadn't been there yet.
Yeah.
Well, breaking news, they don't have charcuterie on their menu anymore, but they have Dots pretzels.
I was wondering
I've
kind
had
of how
them.
you were getting back to Dots pretzels there.
Yes. And I was, I've had them before. I'm like, "Have you had these?" And even our waitress is like, "Oh my God, they're life changing." I'm like, "Yeah, they are." So she had a nice like non-alcoholic cocktail. I had one of the most delicious old fashions I've ever had. You wouldn't like
Nice.
it because it was a coffee one,
Oh, okay.
but they have a regular one too.
Yeah.
But and yeah, we had some Dots pretzels, and I know you asked me about that salad.
Yeah. I mean, I couldn't help
That-
myself. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean,
For those who didn't see the picture, Tony posted a picture. It was a flatbread, right?
the flatbread, right?
Right.
But I mean,
There was some sort of like arugula or something. I don't know what the hell it was on top.
yeah, they had arugula. I mean, the toppings are terrific. It was
Yeah.
arugula. It was cream cheese. It was mustard, grilled salami, and pickles.
That's such a. It sounds weird, but if you think of that more as like a sandwich, it sounds right. You know.
Yeah, it was delicious. And even like, we were once again talking to our waitress. She's like, "Oh yeah, people told me they get this on bagels." And I'm like, "Yes, that's the move."
There's the move. There you go. Yeah, that's why I said as a sandwich, sounds way more right.
Sandwiches.
Sandwich. Yeah.
But as a flatbread, the flatbread was basically the size of your like average tortilla.
Yeah, it didn't look very big.
It was very tiny. And
Yeah.
for us to split it, I was like,
Ew.
yeah, whatever. 'Cause I
Yeah.
was expecting like one of those like oblong, dick-shaped flatbreads kind of.
You were hoping, yeah.
I was hoping. Yeah, I was like, man, I'm gonna get this in one go.
Like, is Tony doing his sword swallower thing again? Kinda.
But the second problem I had with it, although it was delicious,
Hold on, I got to stop
that
you real
little son of a
quick.
bitch was 8.
Tell me how great it would be if you went to a freak show and instead of having a sword swallower, they had a sandwich swallower that was just taking down like 2-foot
Party
hoagies.
subs?
Yeah.
Impressive.
Yeah.
I would like to see that. Let's be
Right?
honest.
Yeah. I'd be like, this is different.
Different, but I like it.
Yes.
Like it's kind of sexy.
Right. Exactly.
No, the problem with that flatbread was one, the size, the taste, the toppings, everything. Those are spot on. The
Yeah.
size was meh.
Right.
For that little son bitch, it was $8.
Eh. Yeah.
And I know there might be some people listening to this that live in like California A or like ski resort towns.
Yeah, to where they're like, it was
they're like,
only
that's accurate.
Yeah, or it was
In
only
our
$8.
area, that's not accurate.
No,
Yeah, that was. I felt a little like,
I gotta feel like the move is if you get the flatbread, you turn it into a fold over and eat it that way.
Yeah, like the flatbread, I feel like isn't something you're supposed to share with somebody.
Yeah,
Because it
not
was
if it's
not
that
very
small.
big.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
But it's like I love going down there, the vibe, the cocktails.
Yeah.
I'm taking you down there someday, Brian.
All right.
Fucking warm.
We're not sharing a flatbread though.
No.
Not unless we're, Lady and the Tramp in it.
Just go there and have a couple drinks and go somewhere else.
You know what? That would be the move.
Yeah. That's my sister asked me. She's like, "Oh, is this like somewhere we could go and get together?" I'm like for before or after dinner drinks? Yes.
Yeah. Actually, that's probably the better move. Go eat, then go there to have a couple cocktails to wrap up, basically.
Yeah.
Or
it's dude, I love that spot.
Yeah.
It's my jam. I wish it's probably good it's not closer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, I love me a chill wave.
Yeah, I'm jealous. I
got one more left.
Haven't made it up to the liquor store yet to see if they have those or bottles. Either way.
I haven't seen any bottles. I think it's all canned this year.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm fine with that. I mean, I'd prefer it in bottles, but I'd prefer it draft, really. But whatever.
Yeah, for sure, right?
I did see. I have.
Oh, have you now?
Sean's apparently has it.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although it could be that they just have it listed, but maybe it's not draft. They could have those cans or bottles or whatever. So I don't know.
Right.
Because it's not close. So
I mean, Sean's is awfully sus after that last time I was there.
Yeah, right.
So there's places I'm willing to go to, but after that, I was like,
They heard your review and they were like, "Okay, how can we get Tony back in here?" And someone's like, "Dude, chill wave." And I'm like, "Duh,"
Oh yeah, duh.
Yeah,
of course.
Hey Tony, we have chill wave. I'll be right there.
You know what I can't wait for, Brian? I can only assume you're the same. When the vaccine becomes available for us, you're getting shot?
I'm getting like 7 of them.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
I know.
I'm so ready.
I'm not gonna lie. I could probably push it and get it because I'm fat. So some states have things where they're allowing people with certain BMIs to get it, even though BMI is a bullshit number thing,
True.
But I'm pretty sure I've got a high enough number that I could probably get it. But I'm so I heard, I think it was on the Bill Burr podcast. I think Bill Burr was talking about that, like how he might be able to get it, but he's like, I don't want to feel like I'm jumping the line, and I'm kind of the same way, like I'd rather have people who, I mean, I'm high risk, I guess, but I'd rather have people that are more like elderly and the highest risks getting it. It's coming soon.
I think I might be able to push it just because I'm considered
essential. Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
I kind of did a little research on Saturday looking for spots, and everything is like appointments are booked solid.
Yeah,
so.
From what I've noticed around here anyway, is basically you have to look for them early. Like they go fast. So basically in the morning or whatever you can look, that's your best chance, but they're still going really fast around here. So it's
kind of like trying to book one of those suites at Topgolf, huh?
Yeah, basically.
Shit. It's a week ahead of time. It's already sold out. What the fuck?
Literally, that's about how it's been. That should ease up though as the Johnson & Johnson shots go out too. So some of that can have a thing like whether you want to get that one versus the Moderna or Pfizer one.
I don't give a shit. I know my parents got it when they were in South Carolina.
Yeah. I would prefer to get the 2-shot one.
That is.
Yeah, I'd like to get. I'd like to get one of the 2-shot ones because the protection rate is higher. That's it. And needles don't bother me. I don't give a shit about getting stuck in my arm twice.
I like to get one of those Billy Joel big shot ones.
No.
Waka waka.
Kalaka, exactly. We'll have none of that on this program, sir. or we'll have.
Yeah,
a
I
lot of
assumed that you were in that camp too.
Yeah.
I saw my my good old friend Mike. Saw him over the weekend because him and I use the same tax lady.
Yeah.
And she lives like 5 minutes from my house.
Mm.
And he just texts me. He's like, "Hey man, you home?" I'm like, "I can be. I wasn't at the time."
Yeah.
You know. He's like, "Well, I'm dropping off my taxes. I have some beers I was going to drop off." He's like, "I just leave them on your porch." I'm like, "Dude, I'd
Yeah.
like to see you. Let me come home."
Right. And you're like, please don't leave them on the porch anyway. Like maybe
Yeah,
take
for
them
sure.
around back or something, but
Yeah, do something. Not on the
definitely
porch.
don't leave them on the porch where someone else could just walk by and thief them.
I think he definitely would have put him on.
Yeah,
the
I know.
interior,
Yeah.
but
He would have hit him.
but-
I know.
But yeah, I talking to him. He's like, I guess his uncle got it real bad
Hmm.
to the point that he's still messed up by it.
Yeah.
And when that happened, he went into like, besides work, like he's like, this is the first time I've done anything.
Oh, yeah,
outside
that's
of
right.
work
I remember you were telling me.
forever.
Yeah, you were telling me about that he
Yeah.
was kind of having that.
Yeah, so it's like, I mean,
Kinda
he was
go.
just like, and he's trying to get vaccinated because I don't miss that job.
Yeah.
He's in and out of hospitals all the
Sure.
time doing deliveries
Yeah.
because that's what the company I used to work for. They did so much shit for our local hospitals.
Right. And there's a
I'm
lot of them.
surprised he hasn't been vaccinated. Honestly.
Yeah. That's true. You would think, given all of the potential exposure, doing that kind of job, you should be. But then again, people who work in grocery stores haven't been prioritized at all, and they should be.
Yeah, it's just
like really any retail worker should be because you're directly interacting with the public.
Yeah,
Savages.
Oh, I had basically a pretty flawless Kroger pickup. The first time must have been a fluke with
Yeah.
her fighting the door and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the second time was nice. Although I can't remember what they substituted for me. I was not a huge fan, but whatever.
Yeah, that's why I said, unfortunately, that happens. Like I said, if you check your email early, you might get something to where you can tell them no. But otherwise, it's tough to do. That's one
It's really
advantage.
first world problems.
Yeah, exactly. That's one of the advantages.
Oh no, the food I wanted wasn't there, so you got me other food.
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
How dare you?
know?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh god.
Yep.
We'll eat cool.
Yeah. You're not wrong. It's so dumb. The fact that,
It's just the worst.
the fact that we live in a world where you can literally sit on your ass at home on your phone or computer or whatever and order your groceries, and literally someone will bring them up to your door.
Yeah,
if you want.
for sure, right? Like
Yeah.
you just sit there and like sipping a coffee in your, like, right now I'm wearing my lazy pants.
Right.
And like, well, what are you doing? I'm grocery shopping.
Yeah. Right. Hit the
Unless
button.
the internet goes down, then return to monkey.
That's right. And then it's how it always is, going inside the stores, throwing your feces at everybody. Just
Exactly.
beating your chest to establish dominance.
Ripping faces off,
Mhm.
biting off fingers,
As you
chewing
do.
off genitals.
That's pretty typical trip to the store for me.
I mean, as the alpha chimp, you got to go AWOL sometimes.
Right.
Claim that last package of Lady
Well,
Gaga Oreos.
That's right. That's what happens when you let me off my leash and don't put a diaper on me,
Exactly. Yeah, shit gets real,
I'm
son.
gonna go do ape shit.
Go do ape shit.
I was in the store actually today. It was pretty like normal for once. It was nice. It wasn't like crazy busy or anything, and and they had most stuff, because for the most part they do now, but
Right.
it is weird every once in a while though. Still, like you'll go in and they'll just be out of the most random shit. Like for some reason, paper plates, they were almost completely wiped out.
I have an idea why.
Kids at home?
And people don't like doing dishes.
Yeah. Oh, that's got to be it. People are just home more, so that's the answer.
They're like, oh, really? I got to load the dishwasher again?
Yeah.
Yes, Jake. You
Wow.
fucking do.
Dishwasher. Ooh la la.
That's what I'm saying. 'Cause
Yeah, I
then,
know.
you have
First
then you have a
world again.
stack of dishes. You're like, God damn it, I gotta go get fucking raisin fingers.
Yep.
With my sink full of Dawn and suds and
You know,
greasy ass sponge covered in soot and whatever else.
Speaking of washing dishes,
Yeah.
I saw a commercial for, I don't remember what appliance or like kitchen type stuff company yesterday, but they showed, you know how bars all have the thing where they hold the glass over the thing and push down? I saw it, and it was in someone's kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like,
I have one on my Amazon wish list.
Nice. I was like, dude, they have those for home use now? Awesome.
They do.
I was like, I kind of want one for beers.
If I want to install it, I have to drill a hole in my sink, but
yeah, it's fine.
Worth it.
Yeah. You can, blast the water on there before you have a pint. The way proper bars do.
I saw that. I'm trying to remember where the hell I saw it at.
It's so funny, isn't it? Like, I didn't see it and go, oh, that's convenient for washing out glasses, as much as I went, ooh, that way you can, do it so that I
can pour a proper pint.
Yeah. So what's it called? The lacing or whatever?
The same shit.
Yeah. I just thought it was funny, though. Like I said, the intent of it is quicker washing of glasses, but absolutely not why I wanted one.
No, yeah, I wanted to, feed my habit.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. What do they cost? I didn't look up the price. Do you remember?
Hold on. Let me open up my Amazon here. Yeah,
I mean, we all got them stimmies coming, so
That's true, dude. I'm telling you, I think stimmies have already. Well, I know they have hit for some people.
Yeah,
because I had to over the weekend. First, I had to go to the mall to pick up some technology.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah.
And thank God it's like an order online, walk in and just pick it up. And
oh,
kind of
right. Okay, I know what you're talking about now.
You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
But what the fuck is it? I bookmarked it so long ago. Okay, so the one I have bookmarked is $99.
Okay.
From Delta, though. That's a brand name.
I think that was
other ones out by now that are like
way cheaper, probably.
Yeah.
That's the brand I saw, though. It was a Delta one because they showed faucets and other stuff, so it was definitely Delta.
Yeah, like scrolling down, there's one that doesn't have reviews though, which makes it sketch. But there's one for $60.
Okay, I was just curious.
But,
either way, I'm probably not getting one, but just curious.
But dude, the mall was fucking insane.
Awesome.
Like I walked in, and I was immediately like, there is way too many people in here. There's way too many people using masks as goddamn chin straps. They should all be like. I just wanted to run around like the British Bulldog and start just mushing people's faces into the
the move is, I think we need to start going the other way with them.
Okay.
Is we need to
like
just...
over our eyeballs?
Yeah, we're just going to cut holes in them and then just wear them to where they cover your nose but not your mouth.
I like it.
Because
what if we had something like a... kind of like an aerosol gun.
Yeah.
That shot like something into their mouth.
Like bear mace?
Was just, yeah, but not like. But if it like hits them in the eyes, it's no big deal.
Oh, okay.
Like, I want something that goes right in their mouth or in their nose, and it like really affects them, and they just go around and just blast people, like just blast them.
That would be so fun.
Be like, oh well, if you had a mask on, you dumb motherfucker, you wouldn't be writhing in pain on the ground right now.
Oh man, that'd be so much fun.
You know what I'm saying?
But I would just enjoy that for like making no statement whatsoever. It would just be fun to have.
Yeah, just play some Benny Hill music and run around the mall blasting people.
Yeah.
But no, dude, it was insane.
Yeah.
And I'm talking to the lady, because she's like, well, you can wait out here if you want, or you can come into the store. I'm like, yeah, I'd rather come into the store because it's insane out here. I'm like, I can't believe how busy you are. Because our weekend was beautiful.
Yeah,
it was like 60 degrees and sunny. It was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, I know, right?
I'm like, what are all these people doing in the mall?
Like this all day.
Yeah.
So I just imagine people got their stimmies.
Yeah.
And they're out there just I mean, what you're supposed to do, I guess.
Right. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be... I need a new pair of Vans. And there's a Van store in the mall. But I really don't want to go in the mall.
Bro.
Do you think I just knock on the door, you know how they have the back walkways? I just knock on the door to the Van store, they'll let me.
You got to do the secret knock.
Oh, yeah, right.
Like
right.
tap, 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 tap.
Right.
Tap.
Like, what's the password?
It was not a good time.
Yeah.
Like, just don't go on a weekend.
Yeah, I know that. I certainly wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, even the parking lot, I was just like, what the fuck is happening right now? You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
It was horrible, dude.
Yeah. Just people like
And-
doing donuts with torches out in the parking lot.
Yeah, like with giant spears and
Yeah.
skull, like Mad Max shit.
Right. Like, what the hell is going on out here?
Dude, even if it wasn't a pandemic, I don't like the mall.
Oh, I
anyway.
know. I'm
And-
the same way.
And
Yeah.
it was pre-COVID. If I would have walked in here, I would have been just like, "Oh God!"
Yeah.
But then you mixed in a little spicy pandemic into it,
Right.
dude. It sucked.
Yeah. Well, that's
Yeah.
it's kind of like, with the funeral coming up here. I really don't want to go into a funeral
There's
home.
actually going to be a funeral.
Yeah. And I don't think I'm going to go because I really don't want to be in a small funeral home area with who knows how many
don't blame
people.
you.
Because you don't know how many is going to show up, even though I'm sure there's some state limit, but you never know, first of all, how well it's enforced. And, if they say 50 people, that's too many people for a small area for my comfort. So,
Yeah.
if it's
for sure.
like 10, it wouldn't be so bad, but I'm sure it's bigger than that. So, I know it was 30 for a while, but I don't know that it's that anymore.
Yeah, I have no idea what the limits are for Ohio
So,
right now.
yeah, I'm just not real comfy with that idea.
I don't blame you,
Yeah.
bro.
And as far as the shoes that I was talking about, like needing a pair of shoes, like I know what size I wear, so I could just order them online.
I mean, it's probably the move.
Forego that whole
I
thing.
don't even think they'll let you try them on.
No, probably not. I don't really need to. Like I said, I know what size I wear. So yeah, I've had a few pairs in my life. They've been the same size. So it was, I'm pretty good there. But I just, like I would really rather buy in a store than buy online. But,
Yeah, I hear you.
I just don't.
I'm more of a we're old men.
Yeah.
We like to go look at stuff.
Well, and that's the thing is
let me check the stitching on this.
well, you know how it is too. It's like if you quit going into stores will go away, and I don't want stores to go away. I want stores to stick around because, like you said, what if you do need to try stuff on? I don't want to have to order the shoes, get them. Oh, they don't fit. Send them back. Like 4 weeks later, I finally got the shoes I want. Instead of being able to just walk in and go, these don't fit. Okay, these fit, and walk out.
Yeah, for sure.
Half an hour I'm in and out and have exactly what I need.
I get it, dude.
A lot of things I don't mind, but I hate when you can't try something on. That's why I like all these pop-up t-shirt, things you see advertised online, and it's like, oh, those shirts look cool. And it's like, yeah, but how do they fit? Like, I need to know how your shirts fit because I've got a decent amount of shirts that I've bought off of some of those cool sites that I can't wear because they're too tight.
Oh, yeah. I know when I was buying those shirts like crazy, I got a couple of them in, and I'm like, sick, and I put it on. It was just like, oh, God.
Yeah. You're like, this?
What am I, Oscar Mayer Wiener?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm actually wearing one I just got. I finally got the OK Fine one from Boardwalk
Nice.
shirts. So I wasn't thinking I should have waited because I want to get the Everything is Trash one with a raccoon on it also because
That's a good one.
I enjoy that one as well. And they also have a Hard Pass one, which I kind of feel like me and Dev both need. But
if Beer Fest ever come back,
yeah,
yes,
yeah, Hard Pass shirts for sure. Team Hard Pass,
Dev?
if you will.
Are you listening, Dev?
Whoa, Tony just got all sensual there.
I know, right?
Sorry, Dev. Dev's
Yeah,
probably
he
at work
enjoyed
going, oh, geez,
Yeah, he just made on his thigh,
Yep.
No
As you
peeking.
do, yeah.
as you do.
Just a normal day at work.
Exactly, just another fucking Tuesday. Oh my goodness, Brian! I know earlier we were talking about data caps and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna. I know it's the middle of the show, and we should probably not even bring it up.
No, I haven't downloaded Apex Legends.
God damn it!
How?
Son of a bitch!
I did do the other stuff that I've been talking about, though. I did delete Call of Duty.
I did that too.
I got rid of Battlefield 5 because I haven't played that in 10 years.
Right.
I got rid of a few games off my hard drive that I was like, I either don't play anymore. Like I didn't realize I still had like the first baseball game that I bought for the PlayStation 4. I still had all that on there. And I'm like, oh, I don't need this on here anymore because I have like 2 since then, and I don't need the other one either. Well, actually, I kept the middle one because the one I play now was one of the PlayStation free games. So just in case my PlayStation whatever lapses, I still can play a game, So that one I kept, but otherwise, I went through and deleted like redundant kind of things. Or just ones that I have no interest in playing.
I feel like we should get back into playing games online, and doing the old salty language stream.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I think that's good, clean fun.
Yeah.
Plus, more content out there for the masses.
Because God knows there isn't enough content out there.
Yeah, but not enough of our content.
Right. Speaking of content, I've listened to the Wild Wild Tech podcast that I've talked about before on here.
I love that Will Smith song, by the way.
No, that's
my fucking jam.
Stop it. But one of their newer episodes was on. There's a whole on TikTok. There was a whole musical that was made with TikTok and whatever for the movie Ratatouille.
Yeah, I kind of believe it because I've seen people that what do they call them? I think it's a duet.
Yeah.
And people are like, duet with me, and they just play a riff, and people start adding their own shit to it. And it's actually kind of fun.
Right.
It's like there is actually more to TikTok than half nude bitches trying to sell you their OnlyFans.
Right, but that's the only reason I have. I mean, don't have one. Totally would never have. No, I don't have one. But I will say this. Again, much like at times with Snapchat, there were things that were done that it was like, okay, now I see why this is catching on, aside from the whole vanishing nudes part, which is the real reason it caught on. With TikTok, it was like, I see some of the stuff people are doing, like the duets and some of the other stuff. I'm like, there's some really creative stuff done on there. You know,
that's the one thing I really like about it.
But I'm still not downloading it. For anyone listening, I still don't have it. But yeah.
But it's like when I go perusing through it, you see the creative stuff like that, and you see interesting cooking stuff.
Right.
And then you just see some chick with her nipples barely covered working on a car.
Hot. Yeah.
And you're like, you thirsty skank.
And then you're like, click on see more. Right. Yeah.
Well, I always, anytime I see that, I always go flip over to the profile real quick.
Yeah.
And do a quick scroll, and it's like everything is them being half nude.
Well, sure. Yeah. Well, here's a question, because I know I've heard about the algorithm thingy, or I can't remember what they call it, but they were talking about that on the podcast about how that may be the most valuable thing on TikTok, because apparently people really, this is actually the second time they've talked about it on TikTok. Remember I mentioned to you once before, they talked about how TikTok was becoming a big lesbian meeting app, because you like the same things, so it starts showing you people who like the same things and whatever. So eventually you kind of whittle down to where it's like, hey, we have a ton in common here, and then they start talking,
Like, wait a minute, do you also like Mushin clam? Because I like Mushin clam.
I mean, who doesn't? Yeah.
Right.
But with that was part of how that spread with the Ratatouille thing was, the people would see other videos, so then they would do their own or whatever. But it's a really interesting listen how Disney was actually on board with it. They got Disney's permission to do this, and it ended up raising I forgot, it was $2 or $3 million for charity, but they only had a month to put it all together.
Right.
And, they talked to some of the people involved. That podcast is always a good listen. It's kind of an interesting look at some stuff that's happened in, tech world that
Brian, everyone knows salty language is a good listen, Tell them again.
Yeah, I know. Well, there you go. The content's garbage, but the voice.
Yeah, the content is straight trash.
Yeah. But it's a great listen. Yeah.
Great listen, though.
Hashtag salty language sucks. Yeah.
Hashtag salty language sucks.
I feel like that I should just name this episode "Salty Language Sucks."
That would be pretty.
I can't put the hashtag in there because that can mess with search things. But
Oh yeah, right.
because I can't remember, there was that.
I mean, you could call it hashtag salty
Yeah.
language sucks.
Oh my god, I should do that actually, because that's the move for sure. Yeah.
I'm just saying, it's either that or Mushin Clams. I don't know what to tell you.
That was
That's also going to be the name of my clam cart.
Mushin Clams. That just sounds like a food perspective. That sounds very gross.
Yeah.
Like
not a truck, not a trailer, a cart.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's the Clams equivalent of the hot dog cart in like New York.
Exactly. You like a dirty water clam?
Oh god. Oh man. No one's clams taste like mine. You just wringing mop water out in it.
Yeah.
Yikes.
You know what adds that extra little ting? Pine Sol.
Well, citrus and seafood, right?
You ever have a piney clam?
Who hasn't? I feel like
Fuck.
Go ahead.
That sounds like a 1930s baseball player. I'm playing shortstop as Piney Clam.
Oh my god, you're right. It's Milton Piney Clam. Like, why do they call him Piney? Well, he's been benched most of the year.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking Piney Clam.
He's got a saddle for the bench, you see. Fuck, I was going to say if you have a piney clam, you should probably head to the doctor, but...
Oh, probably, yeah. Stop rubbing little trees on it, ladies.
Yikes.
Those are for your car mirrors, not for your vagine.
I mean, could be for both. Probably not, though.
Anyone else smell black ice? Which I still don't understand how that's a good smell. Doesn't that usually mean death?
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah.
I think people
usually the most popular little trees.
Yeah.
I guess
people
I'm not
just
a
think
little
it
tree
sounds
fan.
cool, and
it's black, so they're like, oh, fucking sick.
Yeah.
It's gonna look awesome on my murdered out Dodge Ram. Fucking black ice.
Dude. I went and got Chinese food yesterday.
All right.
And this guy pulls up in
Chicken to China, the Chinese chicken?
Yes. So while we're sitting there waiting, the guy pulls up and he's got the, extended cab, like big honking trailer, bed, lifted up, all blacked out,
Itty bitty day.
Dude, this guy got out. He's like half your size.
Oh,
It was just the scrawniest dude who's maybe 5'6". And I'm like, how the hell? Like, I'm watching him. I'm like, it's a good thing that thing had those like step deals on the side, because if it didn't, there's no way that guy gets in that truck. There's just no way.
I saw a little tiny lady get into a jacked up Jeep once.
Yeah.
And she literally climbed up the tires to get into the cab.
Which is this American Ninja Warrior?
Yeah, that's kind of what it looked like. It really made me laugh.
That's funny. Oh, that was the first thing I was thinking, though, when the guy climbed out of it, and I was just like, dude. And honestly, when we pulled away, I was like, I had to look, because I was like, I bet there's truck nuts on this thing. Like, I didn't see any.
Was there?
No.
Oh, okay.
I didn't see them. Maybe they're small, but...
Yeah, they were in his mouth.
Yeah. Oh, God. They're on his Crocs. Have you seen those? Like, they have, like, fucking truck nuts for, like, Crocs.
If anybody buys that product, they should be put on a list. And then, like, a black van pulls up in the middle of the night. You never see those people again.
Soap party. Yeah. Fucking
wow.
Yeah.
Truck. Hold on. I got to look at these things. Hold on.
All right. Just because you want
I
to look
gotta
up
see what
nuts.
these things look like.
Yeah. I mean, are you sure you want to put that on the machine?
It's fine.
Okay.
Truck nuts for Crocs, all right?
I think that's what they were for. Or for sandals. It's something like that. I think it was for Crocs, though.
Images. Yeah, wow. Croc balls.
There we go. Yeah. Pretty awesome, right?
It's times like these that I can't wait for the meteor to hit.
Though, the meteor's just going to miss like, it's going to hit enough of the Earth to make things miserable, but it won't kill off the people we needed to kill off.
You're 100% right.
Yeah.
God damn it! Why did? I mean, I guess if I'm into making money and I'm like, let me see here, what are these idiots buying right now?
Yeah.
Let's make nuts for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Can you believe we all coexist?
I just don't. I've never understood the idea of. I've just never got the allure of the like truck nuts or for your like. Why would you want nuts hanging off the back of something? That's just weird to me, right?
Because clearly my truck's a dude.
Yeah, I guess.
With a big swinging sack.
I guess. Yeah. No, it would be funnier.
And so are my Crocs.
Yeah. What would be funnier is if you could put like a big honking dick on your vehicle that just drug on the road.
that I could get behind. That shit would be funny.
Right. Especially if there's ice
just
or
like sparks are flying.
Yeah.
Put like a little flint and tip or something.
Yeah. Just dragging dick down the road. I mean, that I would understand, but
yeah,
I don't get the balls.
I mean, Jesus Christ. From the company that brought you truck nuts. Now it's time to drag some dick.
Truck Richards.
Exactly. With like truck boners or something.
Yeah.
Bumper boner.
Bumper boner. There you go.
That's the move.
Oh my God.
Bumper. Oh God, I just gave away $1 million idea.
You just did. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
We're doomed.
Yep. Sure are.
We're all doomed.
Yep. Doomed.
When the aliens invade, I mean, we should all just be death afraid.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
You're not wrong. Yeah. It's like if Galactus showed up, I'd be like, I get it. Like,
yeah, exactly. Like, you sure you want to eat this? Because you're probably going to have the shit.
It's going to be wicked, yeah.
Exactly. Galactus going to be flying through space, leaving behind an asteroid belt. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man. Yikes. So now I'm picturing you're just flying.
No one ever mentions Galactus can't and his shitter. There's got to be a giant shitter in space somewhere.
You're just flying through space like Silver Surfer. Next thing you know, he's just covered in it, Like,
Exactly.
Like he's flying, flying behind Galactus. And he knows at some point there's a chance. It's like running behind a horse,
Yeah,
at some point, you're going to get some apples,
Yes.
Or what was that horse's name that Tina had on Bob's Burgers? Plops, I believe it was. Why do they call him Plops? Oh. So, yeah. Oh, man.
This is the nitty-gritty part of comic books no one ever talks about.
Right. Yep. You're flying through space in your spaceship. Just a wet Galactus dump just sprays across your windshield. Oh, man.
Yep, exactly. You come out of hyperspace and there's just Galactus with his pants around his ankles.
That would be hilarious. You come out of hyperspace and you're staring right into his black hole.
Like, oh, God.
Whoa.
Ah.
Oh, man.
He's just on his phone,
Yeah.
Playing a game, just trying to get it out.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be terrible.
All right.
Poor guy.
Poor Galactus.
Just having trouble. Yikes. Like
Yikes is right.
Silver Surfer's got to use the power cosmic to help him out,
Probably help himself out.
Like pull that out of there.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that surfboard's probably just a poop knife.
Yeah. Oh, man. Wow. How does he keep it so, like, that explains why it's made out of, like, stainless steel then, right?
Yeah, he just hose it off.
Oh, man. Poor Silver Surfer. Jeez.
Right?
What a terrible job being a Herald of Galactus is. I thought it was, all power cosmic and
prestige.
Like warning planets that they're about to be eaten, but
shiny drawers.
Yeah. Who knew?
No.
Jeez.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta get back there and power wash.
Really get in there deep.
Vile.
Just picturing Galactus like scooting his ass across a planet.
Naturally. God, lifting up his little Galactus skirt he wears. For some reason.
Well, he wants to look.
Crazy access. How many times has a drunken Galactus just fucked the planet?
Do you think he's traditional under there?
I mean, I would hope so.
Right? Is he just wearing partial leggings then?
That's the last thing you want to see to look up into space. This giant floppy dong coming at you. Like, what is happening?
Oh, man. That'd be terrible.
His little boots have truck nuts on them.
Yeah. Oh, damn it, of course. He wears Crocs. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's casual Galactus.
Right. Hey, Silver Surfer, what do you think of these? Like, Surfer's just like, oh, God.
He's just got a fucking sweatpants on and Crocs.
Yeah.
He's like a champion hoodie. Just casual Galactus. But he's still got his big dumb helmet on.
Oh, of course. Well, you saw the picture of that toy without the helmet. Nobody wants to see that.
Oh, yeah, it's terrifying.
You'd rather look at his ass.
Yeah, for sure. I'd rather see Galactus, like I said, in a hoodie, sweatpants, and Crocs with a big stupid helmet on. Maybe like a cup of tea or something.
That would be so funny, though.
This is day off. It's
right.
It's day off Galactus.
You know what? Instead of he doesn't have that same big dumb helmet. He's got a casual version of the big dumb helmet.
It's like more cozy.
Yeah.
It's like one he knitted.
Right. Yeah, you know.
Because he knits in his spare time.
Of course. Who doesn't?
What? I saw it on Pinterest.
Yeah.
He's just trying to, like, chill out.
Right.
Because, you know, wiping out worlds full of people gets pretty stressful after
I feel like it would. The guilt level, right? I mean.
But yeah, so every once in a while, he's just got to put on his lazy pants.
Yep.
Put on his knit helmet.
Mm-hmm.
And fucking do like a Sudoku.
Right.
And drink some tea.
Yeah.
Just clear his mind a little.
Right.
Got to do a little, like, breathe, you know?
Yeah. Surfer, I'm going to need you to find me a planet with more vegetables if you catch my drift.
Exactly.
I need some more roughage. Fuck. Doctor says my cholesterol is too high from eating all these people.
That's what you know, those earthlings. Fat bastards.
Yeah. Yeah. He eats Earth and then has to have open heart afterward.
He's got to get the world's biggest stent put in.
Fuck. Oh, man.
Fucking Galactus. What a slob.
Well, he didn't
Oh,
know.
God.
I mean, he didn't do it on
Anywho.
purpose. Yeah, anyway. Whew.
Yeah. Yeah, I just in case no one noticed, or you didn't notice, I did trim my beard back finally.
Yeah, I noticed.
Yeah.
Installed the spring beard, as we used to refer to it as.
Yeah. I was looking at myself in the mirror and, you know, wearing gaiters every day and
Yeah.
shit. And then it's like, you try to run a brush through, it's like running a brush through, I don't know, barbed wire.
Yeah, it's not
I
good.
was like, you know what, I got to trim his mug back. And everyone works like, oh my God, you look so young. It's
Yeah.
like, I can't help it. You guys don't take care of yourself.
Right? Yep.
Yeah, so trimmed up beard
Man.
season.
Tony's the guy at work that they're like, you got a pretty beard.
Yeah, you sure do. Yeah, wear a beard.
Man.
I realized too that I would be fucking horrible as one of those carnival dudes. They're like, oh, guess your age. If I'm wrong, you get a prize. I'd be out of prizes. Because we were talking about birthdays. And a dude I work with was like, I was like, yeah, mine's in April. You know, he's like, oh yeah, mine's in March or whatever. I'm like, oh cool. He's like, guess how old I am. And in my mind, I'm thinking like 56. And he's like, I didn't say anything.
He's like
He's
79.
46. I'm like 46. What? Like, I would have put you a day over 60. You know?
And you never want to miss that way, you know?
No.
Yeah. Like, you always would rather come in younger than older when you're guessing someone's age, or at least be close. You know, you don't want to miss by 10 years or so.
I mean, I was just quiet. I mean, I guess if I wanted to be a nice guy, I could have been like, we gonna be like 22.
Yeah.
You know, just fucking waka waka and shit. But,
right. He just slaps you. Just firm, open hand slap.
When he told me what he's gonna be.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Although it was funny when I trimmed up my beard, my phone was like, "You're not the person that unlocks his phone."
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. I had to reset my Face ID.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. You're
I
a
guess
totally
I
different
got
person.
A big dumb beard.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Huh. That's funny.
I know, right?
Wow. I guess, just like everyone else, you caught your camera staring at your beard.
Exactly.
It's like, hey,
it's
eyes are up here.
Funny.
You know?
Yeah, eyes up here, yo. Yeah, I trimmed it back. I told Michelle, I'm like, I'm trimming my beard back. I'm just letting you know. She's like, okay. I came out. She's like, so I think you still have more beard than most people. Well, maybe, but
right.
I still trimmed a lot of it off.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I know. That's where I've kind of
until it got 20 degrees.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. It's
every time I decide to like trim my beard, it's like, oh, here's a cold snap, and not a delicious Sam Adams.
Ooh, right.
A weather event.
Right. Yeah. I know it's similar to like I'll look at the weather and be like, all right, it's I'm gonna cut my hair again, and then that usually happens. There's like some cold snap afterwards, and I'm like, even with a hat, you know how it is. It's like you still are like
fresh baby skin up there.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, whoo, all right then. Like maybe I should have waited a couple days.
Like, you sons of bitches.
Yeah. See, this is where like even if I had like a thick, mane like I used to, I would still probably keep it really short. But like through the summer, I would keep it extra short, because it'd be so much cooler. But
for sure.
Through the winter, it'd be nice to, have enough hair to maybe let it grow out just a little bit, just to keep your head a little warm.
A little insulation.
Yeah, like
that would be cool, wouldn't it?
I ain't trying to grow the cul-de-sac though. You know what I mean? Like
notice I wear knit caps basically year round during the winter, or like all winter. It's basically like a part of my head.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, I wear a hat year round, but it's funny because it's like it's not as honestly at this point. It's not as much because I'm bald. Everybody knows I'm bald, basically, but it's because I sweat like a maniac.
Right.
And there's nothing to absorb it anymore. So it's just going to pour into my head and my face otherwise. So, it's like, it's either that or I'm going to have to start rocking headbands. And that's going to be a weird look.
It's a sick look.
Yeah. Or I'm going to have to get some like do-rags, and that's going to not be a good look.
I rock the do-rags at work all the time now.
Yeah. But that's just why I wear a hat most of the time, is because also, keeps the sun out of your eyes, which is nice.
I mean, there's one day, one for guys who works, he's our safety dude at work. I had on like a blue paisley do-rag, and I had like a blue gator on.
Yeah.
And he's like, "What are you, joining a gang?"
You're like, maybe.
I didn't even realize I was matching them. I'm like, yeah, I guess. I don't know.
You put your flannel on and only button the top button,
Yeah, exactly. What's that say? What'd you say?
Like, Tony, that's very offensive.
Fucking they right. Oh man.
Yikes.
I did ask our lovely followers on Facebook and Instagram, like if they had anything for us this week.
Right.
It's become the new tradition. I got a couple of answers, Brian. Would you be intrigued to hear them?
Sure.
So Jason Brigger from Hobie, your arch nemesis in the podcast world.
I feel like when you like arch nemesis, they're usually kind of equal,
Well, he's one of them. I'm sure you have multiple.
No.
you have a rogues gallery.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, he's one of my rogues. Yeah. I like that better.
He was wondering how we think about the future of movie theaters and what they may look like in the near future.
I think they're all going to turn into adult theaters.
Yeah, like jack shafts. Now, I honestly think because everything's dropping at home now, people are really digging it.
Mm-hmm.
And you're still going to have movie theaters, but people aren't going to be going to them like they used to.
Yeah.
Unless it's like IMAX or 3D or something crazy that you can't do at home.
Right. That's kind of what I was thinking too, is that unless they get gimmick heavy, it's probably going to be tough for them to rebound. I mean, there's still people that want to go to movie theaters, you know.
I like the movie theater.
But you're right.
Honestly, but I don't like it while there's a pandemic.
Yeah. But there are, like you said, there are a lot of people that are digging the whole, you know, movies dropping while you're at home.
Dude,
you know?
when Mortal Kombat comes out, guess what I'm going to be doing? I'm going to be screaming Mortal Kombat and watching it.
Oh, I was going to say, were we talking about the Jack Shack again? Like, get over here, fap, fap, fap.
I'll have a gator on. I'll be running around the house like a fucking ninja.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's going to be sick.
Yeah. So
we got that.
Mm-hmm.
And then our old pal, Stephen Timmons. Remember that guy?
Dirk. Yep.
Fucking Dirk. He says he was just talking to Rob Kaufman about how it would be interesting for someone to do a history of magic shops in Toledo. Have we talked about that? We haven't.
No, we
It would be
haven't.
interesting.
There have been a lot.
There have been a lot. I mean, obviously, the crown jewel.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Titanic. It got thrown in the ocean.
Yeah.
Dynamic Duo Comics.
Titanic
game.
is a very good, analogy for our place.
Yes.
Yeah. We talked a lot of shit.
Talked a lot of shit.
We were the biggest.
And we went down.
And we went down. Yeah.
And we played the cello the whole time.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were on the boat, you know.
I mean, although I kind of think he might be onto something, and maybe just you and I doing a little bullshitting about magic shops in Toledo, and it might be interesting.
Well, we could do, our knowledge of them, but there's been a good amount since us.
I mean, maybe through the magic of Zoom and Skype, maybe we can put together some sort of video thing.
Yeah.
To drop on the Salty Language Pod YouTube channel.
It's too bad we don't have more pictures from our place, because we could do the Sad Hulk music and.
I got a few.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a sick ass painting too.
You do, yeah. That's true.
But yeah, so we got that on there, and then over on the Instagram.
That is a neat idea, though. I kind of like the idea. It's like,
that's what I'm kind of saying. Like, maybe we could reach out to some of our old.
Yeah. Do you remember
people
some, a long time ago, I mentioned about, you and I doing, going around Toledo and doing a podcast about Toledo? Did you see that exist now?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I've seen it on TV. I've seen commercials for it. There's a guy who goes around to, the restaurants and different stuff and talks about various stuff in Toledo. And I kind of laughed when I saw it.
The guy in 419, dude?
The what?
It's not a guy in 419, is it?
Might be. I don't remember.
Well, I mean, you know us, Brian. We're full of good ideas.
Yeah.
We just don't execute.
Right. So I was like, well, that's funny because, clearly there was some sort of an audience there.
Yeah. Doug Lingerie on Instagram.
We need to do the Insomniac version.
Yes.
Or the, here's the dirty side of Toledo.
Toledo after dark.
Here's the real fun in Toledo. Yeah. And it's just an exit sign, now leaving Toledo. No, I'm kidding.
Bye.
Yeah.
No, Doug Lingerie,
mm-hmm.
He says, and I love it because he put how a boot, very good.
Right.
How a boot cooking with beer or weed. I've never cooked with weed.
Right. Nor have I. I have cooked with beer, but
I've
definitely
cooked
not
with beer
weed.
a lot.
Right. Well, he
And
means
no.
He means in the food though. He doesn't mean getting drunk while you're cooking.
I've never done that.
Yeah.
No, I've definitely cooked with beer all
sure.
the time.
Yeah.
But I've never made a weed anything, culinary wise or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean,
It would
I
be
know
kind of fun to do, if we were going to do a cooking show, that could totally be something where you mush the clams that are all the beers pod plus a cooking show together.
You talking Mushin clams?
To where it's called cooking with all the beers.
Oh.
to where it's like today we're doing blah 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 type of beer. Here's a porter based this or that.
I mean, the one thing I discovered with cooking with beer
Did you get drunk?
is IPA is not a good move sometimes.
Right.
Because I was like, this should be delicious.
But
and
there
then
are
I
plenty
didn't
of
think-
recipes for it.
Oh, there's plenty of recipes, but I can't remember what I was doing. But it reduced down,
Yeah.
and it reduced. It was so bitter. I mean, I like that. Like this, this delicious chill wave that's just about gone is a bitter bastard.
True.
But whatever I was making and it reduced down, oh my God.
Yep.
It was so bitter.
Right.
But I appreciate all the answers that people give us.
Yeah.
And I'm going to, keep up on that
Right.
in the future.
Yeah. The concept of like cooking with weed, I don't know. I don't have a real interest in it. I know there's a lot of people who do and they pretend that it tastes great, and I don't buy most of it, but
Right.
Whatever. I mean, it's like, look, you want to get high, I get it, You want to put it in foods, I get that too. Like, if you're making edibles, I totally get it. But otherwise, I'm like, I know there's all sorts of recipes and stuff out there. And if somebody was like, hey, some chef was like, hey, I'm doing a sampler of nothing but like weed-based foods tonight, I'd be in for trying them.
Right.
But I don't know. I just feel like it's just going to be whatever,
Yeah, I kind of feel like the same.
I don't feel like weed adds to food what alcohol, like beers, add to food. Because really with beers, you're kind of adding food back to food to some extent,
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm crazy.
No. I have no experience doing it, but from my bare ass knowledge of it, yes, I agree.
Right. From our
Like
perspective of having no
pot
knowledge,
roast of a stout,
it's fucking amazing.
that stout flavor is added.
Right.
I can't imagine if I throw, a fucking brick of weed in my crock pot with a pot roast. It's gonna be amazing.
Literally making pot roast.
Hey.
Waka waka. Oh my God. A brick of it.
I'm just saying.
I feel like that's too much.
Is that, you think that's a little aggressive?
A little aggressive, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Fair
I'd
enough.
cut it back to 3/4 of a brick.
All right. I just want everyone that's enjoying this pot roast with me to see the beginning of
Right?
time.
Like, man, this parsley on these potatoes is fantastic. Be like, yes.
Yeah, isn't it, man?
Yes, parsley. Oh,
Dave's
man.
not here.
I've heard.
Yeah.
Man.
Man.
All right. Is there any more, or is that the end of those?
That's all.
All right.
That's what all the people
All right.
gave us this week.
So, do you remember a long time ago we talked about a story about, I believe it was some zoo that painted was it a donkey, like a zebra, I think it was?
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
Tried to pass it off as such.
Yeah.
Apparently there's a Chinese zoo that had a dog in a cage that tried to pass it off as a wolf.
Wow.
And,
It's a great ancestor, I guess. But
it doesn't look like a wolf. I'm trying to look to see if it tells the, dang it, I don't want your stupid pop-up.
yes, you do.
I was trying
You
to
want
look
it.
to see if it
You need it.
says the type of dog, and it doesn't. Oh, there we go. In a short clip, the visitor walks up to the cage and spots a dog, which appears to be a Rottweiler, resting inside.
That's so wolf-like.
Right? Like, you'd think they'd
You'd
at
think
least...
they'd pick like a husky.
Yeah. Nope, a Rottie. Because
Yeah.
they're so known for their wolf-like appearances.
At least it was something like a corgi or something.
Right.
Wow.
Stupid.
Yeah, it's pretty lame.
Yeah.
If you ask me.
Hmm.
I mean, made in China, I guess.
Yeah. I just
What are you gonna do?
appreciate, these damn zoos. It just reminds you of, like you'll see on like a TV show or something like that where, somebody will come up with the idea of like making a shitty petting zoo or something to where they just have like dogs and cats instead of like, a real petting zoo kind of a
Yeah,
thing.
like cows and deer. And
Yeah.
fucking saber-toothed tigers.
Right, exactly. Or whatever else. Goodness. So, let's see. What else? I have 2 other news stories here. The next one is... Come on, load up. It says a man is facing charges after he allegedly stole a 400-pound slide from a playground and mounted it to a bunk bed in his home.
Mounted to what?
A bunk bed.
I mean, I like the idea. The 400-pound slide might be aggressive.
Right? Apparently
Is it one of those like twisty turny slides?
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
why it's so heavy?
Totally.
Oh, well then it's fine.
Right? It says he sawed off the slide, repainted it, and mounted it on a bunk bed in a child's bedroom in his mobile home.
Dude, that kid must have been like, my dad is the fucking bomb.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Normally he's just like asleep in the couch with a needle in his arm, but
oh, I'm sorry.
This is the shit.
I'm sorry. I don't think it was a twisty, turny one. It was just but it was still one of those big, thick plastic ones.
But wait, it was just a straight slide.
Yeah.
Not twisty, turny?
Yeah. After
This
I'm looking
guy
at a picture.
sucks.
Yeah.
He's a terrible father.
Right. I gotta say though, when I first saw the story, I was like, I didn't expect it to be for like a person's kid. I expected it to be like some pedophile, like, hey, do you want to come ride my slide or something?
Oh God.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Where's that slide lead?
Yeah,
the pantsless zone.
I thought it was going to be a real issue there, but it turns out.
Hey, you want to come to my playground, little boy?
It just turns out that it was probably more like, this dude was like, hey, I'm gonna go get a wicked slide for my kid's room. Or
what I picture is this dude probably like whacked down like 45 PBRs. And he's like, I got crazy. I'm gonna get old Billy a slide for his bunk bed.
Right.
And his wife's like, oh, whatever. And she's like 18 bottles of wine deep.
Yeah.
And he tears off in his fucking like probably auction bought ex-police car, Crown Vic.
Still has the searchlight on it. Yeah. Or
Still
the
has
floodlight, I mean, not searchlight. Yeah. Yeah. Whatever.
And I want to say it's Cobalt Tools. Isn't that the shitty tools Harbor Freight has?
I have no idea.
Got like a Cobalt battery powered fucking reciprocating saw. And he's just out there at 3 a.m.
Yeah, I think nobody's gonna hear this.
And then it's just attached to a bunk bed with like not even Gorilla Tape, like Meyer brand duct tape.
Yeah, right.
I'm sorry, Great Value duct tape.
There you go. So the way that they found this out, apparently, they said Detective Julie Lee was investigating a series of catalytic converter thefts when evidence led her to this guy's house.
I mean, somehow I totally believe the guy stealing catalytic converters would also do this.
Right? Well, I mean, he's out there with the saw. He's bringing home the catalytic converters because he's going to buy something nice for the wife.
That's true. That's true.
And he's like, while I'm out here, I might as well get something for the kids.
Yep. Might as well.
I'm assuming they have kids because bunk bed.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably right.
Either that or
maybe they sleep on the bottom bunk.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh my God. What a terrible arrangement that is. Yeesh.
I know, right?
Well, I guess I don't know. I don't know which is worse if you're the kid having the top or the bottom bunk with your parents on the other.
Last thing you want to hear is Mom and Ralph fucking drunkenly banging at 4 a.m.
Yeah. Yeah.
Knocking your Duplo figures off the edge of your bed.
The Duplo. Why do they have to be Duplo? Not old enough for Lego yet, huh?
No, not old enough for Lego.
Okay.
There's some mental scarring happening here.
Obviously, for us, yeah. I believe I'm feeling some of it right now. Oh, man. And then this last one that I have, excuse me.
The last thing you want is fucking mommy's boyfriend, Ralph, wiping his mediocre dick off on your Pikachu. After he kind of deep dicks mom.
Oh, man. He medium dicks her. Yeah.
Yeah, medium dicks her.
Oh, fuck.
I'm just saying.
I'm just picturing the dude getting down on the top bunk and grabbing Pikachu. Still got his socks on.
Exactly. Still got his socks on. His like yellow wife beater.
Yeah. Oh.
Used to be white.
Oh Lord. Oh man.
He's got like a half-drank Bush latte in his hand.
Well, naturally, I mean, you
Gotta
gotta
go outside and strike up a menthol.
you gotta rehydrate, you know.
Exactly.
After all that work he just did.
After all that work.
Yeah, like that'll do her. As he gets down. Oh man! Wow.
Just got a pillow. Just the poor kid's got a pillow overhead because they hear Ralph talking about how he can't come because of the coke. This is fucking terrible.
Right.
But hey, man, you got that kid a slide.
Yeah, exactly. Just picture that kid's like giving the eulogy at Ralph's funeral later, because Ralph becomes a stepdad at some point, and he's
Exactly.
given that all this stuff's just flashing back, and he's trying to just laser focus on the slide.
There's nothing like coming down the end of the slide into a pile of Natty Light empties.
Oh my God, I didn't even think about that, right? So the slide's mounted to the bed. If, Ralph and the kid's mom are on the top bunk, Ralph fucking slides down. After he's done, he's just bare ass sliding down the slide.
Yeah, the slide's really just so you can throw his empties and shit down them.
Oh, that's actually a really good idea.
It's pretty strong.
I kind of like that idea, I'm not going to lie.
Right?
Oh, man. Fuck. Whew. Oh, man. Okay, so now we know the real reason. The real reason Ralph went and got that slide. So you could just slide down the bed because he's tired of jumping down when he was done after jumping on her.
You can't climb anymore.
Mm-hmm. It's like, I done climbed your mom. I ain't trying to climb a ladder, too.
Exactly. You seen her? Holy shit. Need a goddamn Sherpa to take me up there.
And I need something to get me up the bed. Wow. Ooh. All right, so this last one is going to reload, apparently. All right. Texas man who used a loaner car from a dealership to rob a bank and then buy the vehicle was sentenced to 20 years in federal prison.
I have a story that's kind of similar to this. I like this guy's gusto.
Yeah, right? Wow. Wow. Apparently, yeah, he's a 50-year-old, and this happened a while ago, but he just got sentenced, obviously. So this happened in 2019. It said he went into a fast food restaurant, put a note on the counter, and the note read, "This is a fucking robbery. Play with me and die. I want $10,000 and $50 and $100 bills now. You got 1 minute or I will kill you." After showing the teller the note, why does it say teller? It says he went into a restaurant. Anyway.
I think somebody screwed up.
Yeah, I think so too, because he went into a bank. I'm sorry, I missed a line here. Okay, sorry. He went into a bank and put a bag from a fast food restaurant on the counter.
Oh, okay.
That's what it was.
Fair
Okay.
enough.
So, authorities said 15 minutes later, after the robbery, he went back to the dealership in the loaned vehicle and began waving around cash. He entered the dealership's finance office and attempted to finalize the purchase of the BMW by giving the dealership $3,000 cash as a down payment. While he was in the office, an employee received a phone call informing him of the recent bank robbery. The employee realized that the vehicle used in the bank robbery matched the vehicle the dealership had loaned this guy, and an employee alerted law enforcement. When he was arrested, he had more than $5,000 on him, and of course the serial numbers matched.
Talk about thinking outside the box there. Like, I need a down payment on a car.
Yeah.
Can I borrow this car real quick?
Yeah, right? Oh, okay.
We just take it out for a test drive.
Right. Now, don't go robbing any banks. All right. Wink.
Fucking you.
Yeah.
Classic Brett.
Yep. Fuck.
Wow. That is
like,
something.
I just think it's funny that sometimes, like, the stuff these people do that they think they're going to get away with,
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to get that much money from the bank, and they're not going to, without them having some sort of thing on there. And then, obviously you're driving away in a BMW, which is kind of a weird car to rob a bank driving, because typically I wouldn't assume BMWs are used in bank robberies, but maybe.
I mean, you never know.
Maybe if I was doing it in Grand Theft Auto.
Like the Italian job or something.
Yeah, but, yeah.
No, I have something kind of similar to that. This is Michigan man with a suspended license.
Yeah.
He appears in virtual court sitting in the driver's seat of the car.
Oh, boy. That was, what's funny? There were two of those, ridiculous Zoom things this week.
Right.
So go ahead and tell about that one. I'll talk about the other one afterward.
He just, he's in court because his license is suspended, virtual court because the COVID.
Right.
And he's sitting in the driver's seat of a car during his hearing. And the judge says, I believe you drove wherever you are in the vehicle you're in, and you're dumb enough to go on video of you sitting in the driver's seat of the vehicle. Makes me think you haven't gotten the message, says the judge. I mean, apparently he was, arrested because this idiot was in a Ford Taurus, of all things, with 4 adults, 3 children, one of the children not in a seatbelt, doing 75 on a country road.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
And all because he's driving. Like, if he were just in the car, it wouldn't be as much of a problem. Like, if he was in the passenger seat. If he was like, hey, I'm not driving, the judge might be like...
Exactly. That would have... I mean, just use your damn brain.
Yeah. Yep. Actually, I take that back. There's 3 total Zoom stories that I can think of for this week. Obviously, you just told one. One was, did you see, or was it last week? Did you see that one? Like, there was a doctor that was in the middle of, he was in the operating room and he had a court date. And while they're talking, you hear the judge go, are you in the operating room? And the guy goes, yeah, I'm not the one doing the surgery. Basically, he's there to watch. He's there in case shit goes sideways, basically.
Right.
There's someone else performing that. And the judge is like, yeah, I don't feel comfortable with the safety of the patient. We're going to not do this right now, kind of a thing. And I was like, oh, my God. I was like, how, why would you do that? You got a court date. You got to tell him you can't be in surgery that time,
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
That's sketchy, too, because, even though he wasn't the one directly, I mean, it's not like someone else was holding the phone up while he's, in the middle of a patient or something, but it's still, that's an ethical breach. It has to be.
I would assume it is.
Can you imagine if you were the fucker on the table and found out that was going on? Oh, my God.
Yeah, one of the doctors was doing what?
Yeah. Hey, that's the guy who was in,
Yeah, he was doing he had a scalping channel. He was doing a TikTok dance. I don't know what was going on.
I mean, that's normal, but, Hey, vey. And then the third one, which was, there was a guy and a woman, and the woman was basically pressing charges on the guy for domestic abuse.
Okay.
And the prosecutor is she's sitting there and you can just see her looking kind of weird. And then she's like, Your Honor, I'm not convinced that they're not in the same house right now. And there was a restraining order on the guy. And sure as shit, they sent out police, and the judge told them both to go, because he asked them where they were, the address. They told him the address. The judge told them to go outside with their phone, basically, and show the address of the place. So then the guy admits to, well, we're in the same place. And the guy fucking strikes up a cigarette, so the judge is like, hey, maybe put the cigarette out kind of thing. It's because, it's people are forgetting you're still supposed to behave in these things like you're in a courtroom, But the police showed up and the guy was violating his, the restraining order. So. But,
oh my God. People are savages.
Well, and that's the thing, is the reason the prosecutor said something is that she was like, she doesn't know that the woman was safe at that point. Because that guy, if
Right.
he's in the same house, maybe the woman's like, oh, yeah, it wasn't that bad, because she knows he's
Why
in
do
the
you
next.
guys have the equally shitty wallpaper behind you?
Right. Well, that was the thing is I think the way the house looked, there was something about the way it looked or something that looked like the same to her.
It'd be great if they're just sitting on the couch next to each
Yeah,
other.
right. That's, oh, man. So, yeah. It's like, man, people are really stupid with these fucking Zoom calls, man. Especially when it comes to these
Super
court
stupid.
ones. Like, it's almost like they forget that the video is on,
I honestly think people do. They
'Cause-
don't even think about it.
'cause think
they
about
just
all
have their
three.
phone up, and they're not even like
Right.
thinking like, oh, this guy can, it's like the people that the college professors. They're like, hey guys, great class, and then like they just start jacking off.
Oh, that one. Jesus. Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Turn off your apps.
Seriously.
I thought it was off. I don't know what's going on.
Ah.
It's crazy. Oh my god.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's just,
Like,
I mean, wow.
I know. These have been, like, they're such head scratchers, like, what are you doing? Like,
Wow. That's all I could say. Wow.
yeah. So, lesson for everyone out there. I mean, obviously be careful of, make sure you're not just wearing a shirt and no pants and stand up, like that kind of stuff, Don't be Donald Ducking
Yeah,
on your
exactly.
court calls,
Watch your willy.
Yeah. Hey, make sure you're completely signed out of Zoom before you start, having the old wackaroony there.
Yeah, exactly. Before you start fucking throwing ropes around.
Right? Jesus. Yeah, my door is always
Right.
open, Like, we know what you do in that
right.
office. I'm
Hey,
still
anytime
knocking.
You guys need me.
Yeah.
Zip.
Like I said, like, we know what you're doing in that office. I'm always knocking.
Yeah.
I'm not just walking in. Not
Yeah,
unless I have...
knock first, just like it's you're living with a 14-year-old.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Knock first.
Jesus. Come on, people.
Yeah, I know, right?
So there's the weird
Crazy.
shit that I got for the week, I believe.
I mean, I just had that one,
Trying to pull up my mail here.
which is plenty.
I think that's all I had.
But I mean, we do have Q to W. Is that what we're moving on to next, my guy?
I'm waiting for my Gmail to load. As soon as it loads, I'll tell you. But that's my guess. All right. Well, it's gonna take.
I'll get us kick started over here because I got it pulled up.
Okay.
Last week we asked y'all, what's a scam you fell for? Off the Instagrams, I got, and also as well as, I don't know who it is,
All right.
but they follow us and I appreciate that. They said the scam they fell for was Instagram.
All right.
Accurate.
Yeah.
Haven't heard from her in a while. Google got us.
Oh yeah. I remember
Yeah.
her.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
She says love. So I hope everything's going.
Oh, my goodness.
going good over there.
Oh no.
Jesus Christ! Come on,
Oh no.
come on, Gigi. What the fuck?
You can't do that to us. We need an update now.
I know, right?
We may have to reach out to her to make sure everything's all right.
Yeah, no shit. I should be like
Our Q of the W's are not supposed to be cries for help.
Like holy shit,
Yeah.
comma. Is everything all right?
Yeah. I mean, do we need to fly over the pond?
Boom.
Not that that's
Posted.
going to happen. All right. My Gmail just does not want to load.
And then also on the Instagrams, we got our old friend Pray to God. He says the scam he fell for was finger in the asshole.
Well, the question now, of course, will be, was it his? Like, was it his finger, his asshole? Was it someone else's finger?
Was it
Or
medical
asshole?
or was it personal?
Yeah, right? Like, the dentist is like, listen, I need to look into your throat and sticks a finger in his ass so he opens his mouth wider. I mean, that's common technique.
True. So here, I'll ask.
Yeah. Like, we need details.
Boom. I got one more on the Instas. Our good old pal Philip. He says he doesn't think he ever fell for a legitimate scam, but this one time I gave this dude money for some weed, and I never got weed or saw him again. Seems like a scam to me.
Yep. I feel like something was sketchy there. Oh, come on! Why is this taking so long?
Let me hop on over to Face page.
All right.
On Face page, Michelle, she says the scam she fell for was college.
I fell for that one too.
Pretty accurate, eh?
Yep.
And then we got that's all we got. That's all we got on Face page.
What?
No Top Fan Big Dev?
Dude. Well, keep the boo button hand ready, because I don't have any from Cheeto either. Yep. All right. Oh boy. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I do have one more.
You make me sad.
Yeah. You got one more?
I forgot. I have one more story, so we'll do that after the Q of the W, though. So, especially since we don't have any more responses to read. All right. So this week, number 1 through 11.
Let's go with 7. The 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven.
Oh boy. All right.
All right.
So everybody's got one of these. Like, if you've ever had a job. So the question of the week is,
What?
I said everybody's got one of these if you've ever had a job. The question of the week is, what is your I don't get paid enough for this shit moment? Mine would be when I worked at Hollywood Video, and there was this guy that was pissed because my coworker told him he had a late fee, and he wanted to talk to the manager. I was in the back, like in the office. She called me up, so
Right.
I came out, sauntered to the front, if you will, come out walking like I'm Ric
As you
Flair, strutting, styling and profiling. Anyway, so I get to the front, and he just starts yelling, and he called her a cunt and called her different names, starts calling me names. And I just looked at him, and I was just like, I'm done with this. And he goes, "What the fuck do you mean?" And I was like, "I'm not getting paid enough for this shit. Like, for you to just stand here and call us names and all this other stuff." I'm like, "You want to talk? Cool, we can have a conversation. But if you're just going to yell and scream, you can get the fuck out." And, well, maybe I'll call your, I'm like, I don't care. Like, I'm making like $7 here. I'll go find another job. I literally don't care. Like, it was one of the few times that I just completely kind of, not full on lost my shit, because I was very calm and just said it. But I was also very much like, hey, if I get a phone call in half an hour that says you're fired, I'll be like, cool, see ya. Like, I don't even care. Like, I'm an adult. I'm not going to have an adult yell and scream at me, especially not for $7 an hour.
For sure.
Fuck that. So that
is right.
That's the one that jumps out in my mind the most, or the quickest. And honestly, that happened a lot, because retail of any kind, and again, because work in video stores, how many, every so often a person walks up and you're like, "You have a late fee," and they're like, "No, I don't," and then they just get pissed about it,
which is insane.
And most of the time they're lying, because we worked enough hours, we knew when shit came back. So I brought it back last night before midnight. Like, I closed last night. That tape wasn't here.
No, you didn't, bitch.
Yeah.
I think mine would be back when we worked at a Collector's World.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right.
because I don't care who's going to win between Thor and Superman. And I'm making $7 an hour, half cash, half credit.
Right.
I don't care.
I'm not getting paid enough tolerance money here.
I don't give a shit who wins between the Millennium Falcon and Enterprise.
I mean, we all know who would win, but
I don't care.
yeah. I'm
So,
with
yeah,
you.
that would be. I don't get paid enough for.
I do think
I'm
it's.
getting paid $3.50 to listen to this motherfucker
I
talk
always
about how the Flash can outrun that or whatever.
I always thought it was funny how you and I were always like, we never got involved in most of those conversations, but we always would have the conversations like the Galactus one we had on here.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Well, that's different. We're talking about Galactus taking big meaty jumps.
Right. I just think it's funny how, like I said, we didn't give a shit between Flash and Superman.
I don't care
faster.
about like, well, who's better, a Green Arrow or Hawkeye? Who cares? What I know is, Rambo's going to pop out of a bush and slit their neck.
Right.
That's what I know.
Wow. Damn. It's harsh, dude. Harsh.
I know. I'm just saying.
I like
Green
it,
Arrow versus Hawkeye. Rambo's probably going to take them both out.
I mean, is he using a bow and arrow or just that giant knife?
I mean, he's got both.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's true. They don't walk around with giant knives. So if it comes down to a knife fight, they're fucked.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, they're all like, bow and arrows. He's like, and they're like, okay, fine.
There's like a tree branch with shivs covered in bat poop that just hits him in the chest.
Right. They're like, fine, it's a knife fight. And they're like, oh, shit, we don't have knives. And he just, runs them. Yeah. Stabby, stab,
Yeah.
stab.
Stabby, stab.
Done. Rambo wins.
Exactly. Like, oh, is that a shrubbery over there? And then it just pops out and it's Rambo with a knife and a bow and arrow.
Yeah.
And kills you.
Now, I will say, as much as I don't generally get into those conversations, there were times that I would enjoy shooting holes in people's logic. Like, I'm not taking a side in it, but I will blow apart the argument you're making.
Fair
Kind of a situation. Like, I loved, God, what was it I saw the other day? It was on, I think, Twitter, that was talking about, like, whether or not Batman could beat, I forgot who it was. And someone's like, how come all of these arguments basically mean that you have to give Batman a week of prep time? Because everyone's always like, well, if Batman gets a chance, he's going to outplan and smooth it, and they're like, why does Batman always get a week of preparation for these fights?
I mean, they're not wrong. That's usually how it goes.
I laughed really hard at that because that's so true. That is exactly the way all of those go. Because it's like, okay, Batman versus Superman. It's like, Superman's an alien with ungodly, like, ridiculous powers. If Batman gets near him, he's dead. He'll just snap him in half.
Yeah.
Or just
with proper preparation.
Like, go read The Dark Knight Returns and see how much shit Batman has to plan to beat Superman. It takes like 19 people. The wind's got to be the right direction.
Exactly, for sure. Yeah.
You have to do it when there's a full moon, I think. So he has his most power, and you got to do it before the big meteor or the comet or whatever hits. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking of Avatar.
Superman had to have ate sketchy Thai food.
Yeah. Yeah, because he can't focus on anything right then, other than clenching.
Yeah, exactly. He's got that little bit of forehead sweat.
Yeah. Meanwhile, man, them buttocks of steel are making coal into diamonds. That's how hard he's clenching.
Yeah, he's like, man, that pad thai was good, but oof. Maybe the fish sauce was bad.
Let's just say the lasers aren't coming out of his eyes.
Yeah, exactly.
Every once in a while, one just squeaks out and like a building gets destroyed.
Oh, for sure.
It's like, holy shit, did you throw Batman into that building? Yes.
Yes, that's what happened.
Yes, I did.
Meanwhile, Lois Lane's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Like,
Meanwhile,
no, there's just one random dude standing down on the street that's like the "you're a phony" guy from Family Guy, to where he's like, "No, he didn't. I seen it.
I saw your cape aflutter.
I heard them cheeks flapping in the breeze."
Exactly.
Oh man,
Yeah,
I was
Superman can make that ass clap.
I was twerking. Fuck. So all right, well there you go. That's a strong answer, my friend, because you're absolutely right. There were so many times those conversations came up, and I was just like,
Like, kill me now.
like I don't care. I do love, like, have you ever had someone, like, when they find out that you like comic books or liked comic books or whatever, like, as soon as they do, they'll ask you one of those questions?
Yeah.
And you're just like, I don't fucking care.
I sometimes accidentally invite it on myself.
Right.
Because like at work, I wear basically like an apron. It's got a pouch on it. And
Sure.
when I first started, I took my Sharpie and I wrote "bag of holding" on the side.
Nice.
And that there's plenty of like, oh, do you play D&D? And I was like,
nerd.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, like, well, it wasn't even that. It was like, oh, I just started playing D&D. And it was like, this is not the conversation
No,
I have. I just thought it was funny.
Dude,
You know?
that's what's funny is like when you say that, because I remember one of the days at our shop, and it's different there, obviously, because we're the owners. So,
Yeah.
I mean, we still weren't getting paid enough for that shit. But,
No.
So
Hard no, bud.
there was a dude that just every time he came in, it was like, "You want to hear about my new D&D character?" It's like, no. And after a while, I would just be like, "No, I don't. Like, I don't play D&D. I don't care." It's like telling me about your new Pokemon deck. I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't play Pokemon. Sorry. If you don't play Magic, you don't want to hear me talk about Magic. You know,
You just hit that point where you're like, no, I truly don't care.
Like, do you see this giant glass window? I would rather stick my scrotum through it than listen to you talk about that.
Yes. Exactly.
But also, I mean, it is par for the course. It's part of the gig.
Unfortunately.
But that was the thing. That's why Perry had you and I, so he didn't have to get those questions.
Yeah, I know, right? Piece of shit.
That's smart right there. Make these goons work
What
the
a hunk of
counter.
shit. I get it though.
Yeah, me too. I would have done the same
Totally
thing.
get it, but what a piece of shit.
Yep. Oh man. All right. Well, there you go. There's your cue the W, and I believe that's a program, sir. Oh no, it's not. Duh.
I mean, I thought
We got to talk Magic. So Tony, I had a story about Magic. Anyway.
What?
I said, Tony, I have
What's
a story.
happening?
I have a story about Magic. I have to tell you.
Oh, okay. What you got?
So apparently, there was a dude who made like one of them late night like crazy purchases, right?
Okay.
He bought a pack of was it? I can't remember if it was beta or alpha. And anyway, sealed packs of beta and alpha go for a lot of money now. They go for like $5,000 to $8,000, pretty much a pack.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure that most of them out there have been searched.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because you can look for the rares in you can see kind of what's in the pack.
Yeah.
So typically people don't really want to buy them unless they come out of a sealed booster box type of a thing. Also,
Right.
your odds of hitting a dual land or one of the big cards, like the power cards, are not great because it's a big set,
Yeah.
So this dude bought this pack. Like he was I don't remember if he was drunk or not, but he bought a pack of them and he posted the picture of the pack on Reddit, and people were like, yo, that pack has been searched to death. And if you see the picture of it in the story, it looks rough. Right?
Busted, huh?
And like when I saw the picture, if it's the pack, maybe it's just a stock picture. I didn't pay attention, but anyway, while he was trying to do some maneuvering with the pack so he could maybe search it, he tore the pack a little bit. So it was kind of open at this point.
Right.
And was like, fuck. Because, like I said, how many packs of Revised did you open and not get a dual land, right? A lot.
I don't even know.
Exactly. Right. Now,
Yeah.
And obviously, those earlier sets had, power in them also. And for those who don't know, power are like some of the most valuable cards in Magic. They're what everyone's looking for, essentially. Well, he was like, well, it's already kind of torn. Might as well open it. Fucking nails a Lotus.
No shit.
No shit. So clearly the pack wasn't searched, because at first he's like, well, this has got to be fake. Like maybe somebody, faked
I
it.
officially hate this guy now.
Yeah, me too. So, low end, like a Lotus from whatever set it is. I can't remember if it's Alpha Beta. I'm not opening the story because my Gmail doesn't want to work real well right now.
Fair enough.
But a low end Lotus, like a grade of a 3, will still bring like, what did that say, $3,000 or $5,000? So,
that's just insane.
but a high end grade could bring, well, there was a 10 or a high 9 that went for like $60,000.
Right.
And they just keep going up, especially graded ones because, once they're slabbed, they're basically considered they're never going to deteriorate from that point.
Right.
So, yeah, this guy went from like, okay, he bought something that has some value to where, fuck, because now it's like, I got to hit something big because if I don't, it's going to be, maybe worth a couple $100 for what you hit. But I forgot what else he hit out of the pack, like, because they show the pack breakdown. And he hit some other stuff that was decent. Like just plain lands from those early sets will go for a good chunk of money and stuff.
Which is
so,
crazy.
yeah. But anyway, yeah, I was like you. I was like, because when I read that he opened it, I'm like, oh. And then, like, he hit a Lotus. And I'm like, fuck him.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
It's like we were watching.
I mean, I've had this talk with a dude I work with.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Oh, I was going to say, we were watching.
A guy.
Go ahead. We're getting a lag here.
Say a guy I work with for some reason is on a hot streak at the casino.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I'm happy for you, but fuck you.
Yeah.
Because I think he's won almost $3,000 the past couple of weeks.
Right. Right.
I'm like, I'm happy for you, bro, but fuck you.
Right.
Yeah, I told him that today, actually.
Nice.
Anywho, sorry, carry on.
So we're watching
Zoom.
Storage Wars the other night, and
There's Zoom. Oh, there it is.
yeah, and they had a guy in one of the storage lockers. They find like a Magic collection in there, and when they're opening the boxes and they're flipping through the binders, I can see it's all newer stuff, and I'm like, well, there's probably nothing there really. And they take it to like a local card show or whatever. And these guys are flipping through the stuff, and they were like, yeah, this is just shit, basically. And then as they're flipping through the binders, I see as they turn the page, I'm like, there's a fucking Unlimited Lotus, a Time Twister, and a Mox Pearl, I believe. And I'm like, well, that'll net them a couple bucks. So, turned out, like, it looked like there was just garbage for the most part. And then, like, I was like, oh, yeah. And the guy was like, for those 3 cards, I'll give you $600. So, which was years ago. Those are all worth much more money now.
Well, yeah, for sure.
But, yeah, I was like, all right. Like, it was just funny to me because it was like, how do you have just mostly trash? And then you've got, like, 3 of the Power 9.
Yeah, who knows?
Whatever.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. Or a setup, whatever. I don't know.
Whatever's right.
Although I do appreciate, it was like I said,
Probably set up.
it was an unlimited Lotus. At least it wasn't like an Alpha Lotus or something, or a Beta Lotus,
Right.
All right. So there you go. Now, that's a program, I believe.
I think so.
All right.
It feels like the end of a program.
Well, what's nice is this time I can say, head on over to saltylanguage.com. Check out the new design. And
Amen, brother.
you can, and it works better on phones now than it did before. So hopefully that'll be nice and sexy for everyone.
Here's hoping.
You can find the past episodes there, the enthusiasts we've done. You can find the link to our network over there.
Oh, shit, I scrolled down.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Tangent Bound Entertainment. So, please go check out the shows over there. And, of course, tell Mark that Tony misses him.
I know. We've been corresponding a little bit on the internet. It's been
Ooh,
fun.
sexy.
I know, right?
Very sensual, I'm sure, right?
So sensual.
All right. Well, there you go. If you want to reach out to us, you can find us on Twitter at @salty_language. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Stunami.
You can find me at Monotony or on Instagram at The Monotony. But, really the most important thing is salty language.
The website, right?
Hit us up, saltylanguage.com.
Okay, there
All
we
the
go.
links are there. We're on the TikToks, we're on the Facebooks, we're on the Twitters,
Mm-hmm.
we're on the YouTubes.
Mm-hmm. We're on the side of milk cartons.
We're definitely on the side of milk cartons.
All right. Well, there you go. Once again, thanks for listening. And until next week. Well. Were you saying
What?
something? Oh, jeez.
What?
We got a terrible
The internet
lag.
might get better.
Ugh. Yeah, we just had a wicked lag there. So.
I noticed.
Jeez. So I was
I
saying.
heard you just go, and until next week. And
Yeah,
then it was
all
like
right.
nothing.
I was saying, so until next week, have a beer, you'll be fine. Whew.
Man, stay salty, people.
And keep mushing them clams.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Also, hashtag salty language sucks.
Sounds like two wet noodles getting slapped together. Like what lasagna noodles?
Hot.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah, you're right. Salty language sucks.